Okay, we're up. How's it? Welcome back to Dune. I just want to quickly go over the streams. I need to just check the outputs of the streams. We had a weird one on Friday where Twitch kind of like bombed out, and I don't know why. The settings are exactly the same as they've always been. So yeah, I'm not sure what's causing that, man. Again, I am going to be changing the outputs overall, just so I'm using one rather than multiple. That's fine, that's fine, that's up, chat's up. Yep. Hey, what's up, Steel? How's it going? I'm just literally going to check this out just to make sure we're not in the same boat we were in on Friday. If we are, then yeah, I don't know, man. Nah, Twitch looks good. You doing good? Good. Yeah, that's fine. And Kick's fine. And Kick's fine. And now we're gonna have this repeating. Kick's fine. Forever. Get rid of that. Just get rid of that. Get rid of that. Okay. Yeah, we're good. The other thing I wanted to do is I wanted to just go over the base reconstruction tool. And yeah, the echo. It should disappear. It should disappear since there's no more feedback. But yeah, there's also, I want to go over the base reconstruction tool and the whole thing of like being able to pack your stuff away. It was initially going to come out, I think, next week with the next update, but it's been pushed a couple weeks. So I want to go over that as well. In fact, maybe we should do that just straight off the bat. And then I just need to do some small stuff like pay taxes and, you know, some ticky-tacky sort of stuff. Let me go to stream. Here we go. Okay, so make sure you guys can read that as well. Yeah. So the next patch, 1.2.20. Dude, how's it going, John? I'm a little rough today, bro, but you know, we march on. I want to just go over the base reconstruction tool. Just for, you know, basically it's like, which I haven't jumped back in again, to be fair, since Arrakis has kind of taken over pretty much everything. But like, what's his name? You can move your base around. There is a cooldown though, and you got to be careful because like, if you've built your base an intricate sort of setup where, you know, it's kind of like between two like mountain tips, then yeah, you may not be able to just reposition it. But the cool thing is they've got a what's his name? So if you move it and you can't find a good space, you can just let it snap back to where it was originally, which is rad. Okay, so, but it's been pushed. So it was going to be out next week. It's now being pushed a couple weeks, and it makes sense, man. Because like, if the next big content drop is going to be between Jan and March, then you know, you may want to pack it away for December. Be like, cool. Now we'll leave the base to, you know, we'll pick up where we left off. But anyway, let's go over it and then yeah, we'll have a look. So base reconstruction tool in a little more detail. So return to Arrakis with ease. Difficulties come when losing your base after taking a break from the game are too harsh. Feeling obliged to log in to keep your base powered just to keep your progress is something we want to avoid. The reason bases deteriorate is that it's not sustainable for unused bases to remain forever, which makes sense. It is a good system. And will needlessly occupy and prevent other players from building there. So, with the base reconstruction tool, to greatly ease the return and make the progress feel less precarious. Which is awesome. So, storing your base. Once you've crafted your base, well, the reconstruction tool, aim, click, store, and then it'll immediately remove your base from the world. In other words, you must plan when you want to take a break. Doing this will trigger a cooldown period to avoid circumventing base upkeep costs. Oh, so you would just take it away every week? Yeah, that's clever. Oh, I'm seeing a bit of lag. Oh no. Is there still lag? Bro. Okay, so hold on. Before I do anything. This is what happened the other day. It's not terrible, but I can see it. Swing back to Twitch. I want to just see if it's a black screen. Yeah, so Twitch is lagging as well. What is going on, man? What is happening? Why is this shit happening? Extremely irritating. Especially because of the fact, like, nothing has changed settings-wise. Okay, so those two are up. Nothing has changed settings-wise, so why is my shit deciding to just be annoying? You know? I don't understand it. Look, I am gonna be changing the output. I think it's just one of those things where it's kind of forcing me to just jump on it, even though it might be a bit of up and down because it's a beta. Try the new suite. Anyway. Okay, it looks alright, so I'll carry on. Okay, so the base reconstruction tool will store everything within your base, including the subfief, all decorations, storage containers, water, blood purifiers, contents, crafting benches. However, not placed directly in your base will not be stored, such as a light or storage container placed on a natural rock. We get a prompt stating how many placeables are being left behind. Okay. I think I've moved everything. I'll check that now. I think I've put everything onto a stable platform. So I used to run that setup. I used to have a couple of a couple of death stills sitting over the rocks. It was rad, and it kind of fitted in the theme, but yeah, that would be a problem now. So vehicles are not backed up together with the base, as they are handled by a separate tool. Vehicle backup tool, you can only back up one vehicle within the vehicle backup tool at a time. So for any remaining vehicles, we recommend disassembling, and storing the parts in your bank or base storage. So basically, you're going to have to do it with all your vehicles. Break down all your vehicles except for, like, you know, your, like a Thopter, because that one you'll always be able to. And then, yeah. When you're ready to reset up, boom. So, placing your base. It's not like placing a blueprint. It will spawn with your entire physical base directly, including all its contents. Jeez, I wonder what it's going to be like as you do that. Probably going to tank your frames. When you place your base, depends on the complexity for its simple base. Right, so this is what I was talking about. So if you've now put it on a, you know, complex, like, you know, between two cliffs or whatever, so it has many attachment points, you may not be able to place it. But they've added a snap to origin. So at least if you can't move it, you can just go, right, snap back to where it was originally, leave it. If when you return to that particular spot and has been claimed by another player, don't worry, you can transfer your character to another seat where hopefully your spot will be free. Case in point. I'm pretty lucky because I've just kind of made it, you know. Although I don't know about the foundation. I'll need to check that. What I should probably do is build it completely flat. Yeah, we'll see. We'll see what happens with mine, man. I don't know. And I don't know what happens if I move it. But I'm going to try it. I'm definitely going to try it. Where I would move it to is I don't know. I kind of love where it's at. It's in a good spot because of, you know, getting to Sheol and going to get, it's in a good spot. But still, I'm gonna test it. Need a warning system for stuff reaching critical. You have your assistant outside. Indeed, overnight. I'll have a log system, but I didn't say anything till destroyed. Oh, that sucks. Yeah, it'll be in the log, but still. Damn, and these, I'm guessing these are the Dura ones, right? No, that's a bit shit. It's a lot of water and resources. So the patch reconstruction tool is expected to arrive next week. So that was the original plan, but that's been bumped. So they put it on Twitter. We moved a couple of weeks. Yeah, the big ones. Yeah, oh, shit. So, and they were full. Storms. Yeah, it is. I still haven't built in the deep desert, bro. I need to do another DD run. The plan is to do one on Tuesday. Ark has just been, dude, I've just been playing so much Ark. So they've added new radio stations. Or was it just one? One, which plays the Dune Spice Wars soundtrack. Ornithopters can now travel between maps while carrying a vehicle. Remember we talked about that. All testing stations are now probably set to either PvP if they're located in the northern part, or PvE if in the southern. Improved on ornithopter collision handling for griefing. Fixed an issue that made it possible for players to block interactions in some NPCs, and minor mini bug fixes in UI. And then yeah, so I can't remember if they're going to bring out this update and then they're going to move the base reconstruction tool to the next one. So we'll all these, what they're talking about, these ones here, patch 1.2.0, that might still be coming out. I need to check it. So that might still come out, and then the reconstruction tool will come in the following one. Or they'll just delay the whole update. I think this is coming out though, and then the reconstruction tool is later. And then for Beyond patch, they're working on character server transfers. And transfer to a buddy server, and then you guys can, co-op. Letting you move your to now entirely with the new base reconstruction tool. You can literally just pack up and go, which is kind of rad, After they were planning to perform server merges as well, highly requested. And then I don't know about the central exchange. Hopefully that becomes a thing, because I mean, if you got a central exchange, then you have a proper economy, because then guys will be selling, and right now if it's per server, it's going to be very inconsistent. But that's it. That's it for now. You love trolling noobs that be in the Spice PvE? I'll just start behind. What? You'll just stand there behind with your ornithopters, shield on and waiting. Oh god. You're a menace. You're gonna freak them out, especially if you've got your shield on. Jesus, because the shield is like, god, super attractor. Oh, I need to go back taxes. Hold on, it was taxes. What else do I need to do? I think I need to do taxes, and I need to do a corpse run. Gotta make your own fun? Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. Also, if it's pretty harmless, then, Do you tell them that you're trolling them, and you just kind of like, or do you just, you just troll them, and then, I've got two in there. I think I've got two. You just troll them and then leave it. I think that might be worse. Okay, should we do a big ass corpse run or just a small one? I'll do a small one. Whoa. Sometimes this thing is a little, in closed spaces. But out in the open, it's awesome. Hopefully the frames now aren't tanking and the streams are alright. Dude, I don't know what it is. Unless it's maybe it's a memory issue. It could be a memory issue. But you see, that's the thing. So like, and now with the Steam machine, the new Steam machine, you know, I think that's going to make my life a lot easier. And since I don't see myself stopping the content creation, and in fact it's probably just going to do it even more, you know, more and more as I go. Ooh. Then yeah, I think it's going to make sense, man. Because I can literally just, you know, have the PC run the stream, have the Steam machine run the game, and, you know, have I got the corpse? I do. Don't have to worry about memory issues. Yeah. No. I can't remember how many it can hold. I think it's 3. I think 3 is the absolute max, to be honest. And I think I can hold... I think I can hold 1. And the vehicle can hold 3. It's the same as the bike, surely. Yeah. That, thanks. Make sure I've double dipped, you know. We need more. Need NPC settlements in the DD. Yeah. Storage full. Okay, so I'm at max. Yeah, it's the only thing with the DD. You know, doing... I mean, look, to be fair, there's a fair amount in a testing station, but how you know, you can only carry one, run back to the top, do it over and over again. No. But it would be cool if they did that, because it would make the DD a bit more alive. DD's kind of dead. Too much walking, yeah. No. There we go. Thank you. Don't like it when the vehicles start moving like that. Perfect. Where is the... There it is. Oh, tread wheel. Why am I looking in the buggy? Perfect. Oh, that was good timing, eh? I almost want to remove the other death stills, because I've got 3 simple ones. The complex ones are just, yeah, so much better in terms of output. So I think it's like, what, 20 liters to 45 liters? Yeah, we're more than double. It's just the power that's the issue. Yeah. Because what are these? These are, how much are these? 150, and then these are 350, right? Let's check that. I'm sure it's 150 and 350. $200 and $350. Damn. So I've got what? 246, 600. So if I take out 3, put 2 of these, it'll still be more power. And then another whole 1. Yeah. I've got enough materials for it though.
Sector weather alert.
Plenty.
A large sandstorm is approaching.
I finally have like, you know, nearly 1500 Dura. Oh. It's really nice having that. I suppose I could just do 1 of these per death still. Right, so I've got 6 death stills. Throw 6 of these. Job done. And then this we can bring in for the large spice refinery and the... I think that's going to make the most sense. Again, these aren't bad, but like... So I think if I'm looking at this, I'm on the bottom level. Like this is the absolute floor, right? And if I look at this, I think I've pretty much done... let me not break it.
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
Let me just do this quickly. Yeah. I think I went all the way around. I think. So when it comes to moving the base, it should be all right. There might be 1 or 2 that are missing. Look how awesome this place looks though, when there's a sandstorm. Love it. I love this basement, man. It worked out. But yeah, I literally think it goes all the way. So we should be okay. And then anything that's missing, I'm going to rebuild on a completely flat surface, and then, you know. And then see. And then yeah, then I think what I might do is I might pack away Dune for December. You know, or until the next content drop. Potentially. Not a bad idea to see, you know, see how it works. That's still running. Wait, do I have my... Oh. I think I have it on me. I do. Ha. Okay. I'm just going to leave this behind. Don't need that. That. Go. And let's go get paid. Well, I gotta go pay taxes. I think I'm 19 hours away. Okay. So, you know. It's not like super urgent, but I'd rather just get it sorted. Then we've got 1, 2, 3, so 4, 8, 12 plus the extra 20. So we've got 160 liters of water coming in, and we were at 200. Put us back up to 360. That's fine. But yeah, the idea is then... No, we've done that. We've done that mission. Don't need to do it again. Kill the sand. I think I've still got it active. Kill the sandflies. But yeah, then on Tuesday what I'll do is I think let's do it Tuesday. We'll do a DD run on Tuesday. And then yeah. I need to get enough spice for the large refinery just so I can build a backup base, and then it's done. You know, I want to be able to have like all necessary equipment available at the base, the main HQ. Be cool if we could, like, you know, build a DD base, use the reconstruction tool, and just whoop. But I think that's kind of against the whole, like, point of it. Oh. Because moving it would be amazing. But then guys would just pack it away, you know, without letting it get destroyed. So it's like, well, no. Which is fair. Although the same rules still apply, don't they? So when a massive storm comes in, the shield drops. But it only applies if you're in the PvP section. Arrakeen. Yeah, that's right. Oh, shit. Okay, we'll pay taxes. What else do I need to do? Aluminium's going. Water's going. We could take the assault and do a spice run. I need to check how much melange I've got. I don't have enough to make the large refinery. I think it's 1,000, right? Jesus, 1,000 melange. I think I might have enough of everything else, though. It's either that or we set up the wind turbines. And we do a little bit of power management. Because again, I want to do that before I pack the base away. So if the base is packed away, like, yeah, it needs to be, everything needs to be finished. So all the machines up and running. All the, just everything just set. In terms of power output, I don't want to be having to turn off things and getting over that. You know, I'm getting over having to turn off stuff to turn on other stuff. No, it's annoying as hell. It'd be cool though if we could, to be fair, like, if we could turn off things remotely, like if there was a central place where we could manage.
You again? What now?
Like maybe they could do it on the sub-fief. Paid. Thanks, bro. But it'd be rad because then you could be like, cool, I need to do a corpse run. So, you know, you pack all the death stills and then you turn on the, what's his name? You turn on all the turbines. Right? And then when the corpses are done, you turn all the turbines off. I don't know. I don't know if there's another way to automate it. Like, kind of how they've done it with the wind trap filters, right?
There, friend. Looking for anything special?
So now if you're full on water, you don't burn through your filters. Kind of makes sense, you know? You hear about the stalking unit trick? No. Which one? Or the height trick? You got to rebuild your sub-fief. I did that for the building. Made a massive difference. What's also going to be interesting is what happens when we pack away our base. What happened? Actually, they are. What happens when we pack away our base and we've got the Apparently put down the expansions. When the timer hits 0, pick it up and can reuse. No. What? And they'll fix that. They're not expensive though, are they? How much are they? Like 15,000 or something? 25,000? And also, you don't need that many. Haven't tried but seen a few videos? Okay. Yeah, I mean... Talk about min-maxing. They're not, yeah, I mean, they're not that pricey. You know? How many turbines should I build? Yeah, they're cheap. Yeah. It is interesting. I wonder how that works. There must be like a, you know, you'd have to be pretty quick, but there must be a little window where it suddenly becomes a thing you can pick up just before it disappears. So then the registration is what? In game, it would just be that you've just done it, and now that's registered the space, so then your taxes go up. Yeah, I suppose they're not really worried about the device that much. Because also you'll still hit your limit. So even though you've got, right, so even if you've got your, ooh. So even though you've got your stalker unit back, and I need to be careful, there's some fucking quicksand here. Your, do I have a compactor on me? Yes, I do. Okay. Apparently it messes with the limit as well. Oh! People are building crazy sized bases with no taxes. Oh, they'll definitely fix it then. No, they won't let that shit slide. No. Because, like, if it messes with the cap, then that's a whole different thing. Because, you know, that can create some instability. I didn't realize that. I thought the cap would have still kicked in, so it wouldn't really matter that much. But if it's getting around it, that's a whole different story. Dave said it was bannable. Yeah. I mean, I suppose that they're using it in the DD. Yeah, then that's a bit of a problem. Bannable? Be a temporary ban, surely. Full ban would be kind of nuts. Also, they gave that thing way too much power. You know what I mean? Like as a tool. It should just be the registration and everything should be set, you know, not via the tool, but via the server side. I suppose it has to be in terms of so people can get, like, carry on and build it, yeah. But still, surely. How long has that been going on for? A while. Oh, why, man? Few weeks. I wonder. Like, has that just been discovered, or do you reckon that people discovered it, like, kept it, like, pretty quiet for a while until, you know, the larger community got a hold of it? Because there's no way, I mean, if there's no way, if that must have changed with a patch or something. Because if that was there since launch, guys would have been doing it already, you know? Oh, okay, we didn't lose the spice then. Nice. Be cool if a medium field popped up in Sheol. You know? Guys would never go into the DD though. No, 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 no. Okay, we're good. Okay, parked. Yeah, I mean, I'm just like, oh, no, I wasn't supposed to do that. What the hell did I just hit? Oh. Yeah. So currently, I've got 8 up here. The omnidirectionals. They output 150. I've got 8 of them. Right, so that's 300 a pop. But if I switch them all to directional, 8 times 350. Isn't that a lot of what's his name though? Hang on. In terms of power output, 8 times 350. 2800 power. Damn. Yeah. I think we did this exercise the last time when I was doing the math. 2800 just on the turbines. Okay. And currently these do 150. Right. So no. Yeah, 150 versus 350. We've got the Dura for it. I need more caramel paste though. And it costs 3 spice melange. I've got 764 of spice melange. Eh. That's actually not bad. I've got 4,000 spice sand currently. I really don't want to use... I don't want to use this refiner anymore though. You know what I mean? Like, even in a pinch. Cool, we get a lot of stuff for it. Damn. Oh. It's fine. This cobalt paste is going to be a problem. that thing's maxed as well. Of course it is. Okay. What I'm going to do is I'm going to transfer stuff to the buggy. Maybe the easiest way to just sort this out. There we go. I can put that there. Alright, so we currently have $8.99 Spice Melange. Damn. 816.24. We're going to spend 24 now building all of these turbines. So all I need is one. I literally need 5,000 spice. Right? Or 6,000. How much do I have spice sand for? Is it 4,900? Where was the other spice sand? Didn't I just pick up a whole bunch? Okay, yeah, this is it. This is everything I got. Alright. So I've got 4,500. Okay, so I need 5,500 spice sand. And then, to be fair, I would need to still build the refiner. Yeah, whoops. There's that little problem. Okay, well, it's fine. But yeah, we were so close. And then I can finally build... How much is this thing? 45 spice melange. Cobalt paste industrial pump. And then plastinium. Oh. We're going to need more plastinium. So I think what I'm going to do then is, if that's the case, I'm not going to go build a spice sand base. Just doesn't make sense. I'm going to build it in row A. I'll just find one with, you know, lots of juicy nodes around it. And I'll build a base just for plastinium. And then I can always hop into the DD with either assault and do a couple of spice runs. And I'll probably do, I don't know, maybe 2 or 3 runs. And that'll be 600 melange, and that should probably be enough. And then the plastinium, I'm going to need like... Got to stock up for this, the T6 mats before the merge. The merge will be... They haven't stated when they're going to do that, right? We've still got some time. But yeah, the plan is, once I've got the main spice refinery in here, I've got the main ore refiner here. January, okay, yeah, no, we have enough time. Then yeah, then I'm looking to do a couple of row A DD runs, and then just, you know, once I've got all the equipment like built, then I can assess, okay, what do I want in terms of stock? You know, maybe make it like, yeah, 2,500, 5,000 of each. 2,500 is a lot. I'm on 1,500 Dura now. You know, 2,500 Dura is like, yeah, bro, that's a fair amount, especially after everything's built. You know what I mean? And yeah, I should probably I should probably look at changing the base as well, because this whole floor is pretty much, there's so many pieces of equipment that are just not going to be needed anymore. Can I, you know, can I actually let go of the cyberpunk building? That I don't know. Look, there is the other one. to be fair. There is the other one. It's less iconic. It's less iconic, but it's still got a similar feel. But yeah, this base is just ridiculous. I love it. I love it though. But yeah, I'm just thinking if it's what's gonna make more sense. Look, now that I can pack it away though. You know? Now that I can pack it away, the whole thing, it's just like, well, I don't have to worry about trying to build this again. And to be fair, what I could do is I could build... No, that doesn't make sense. We can't store more than one. Ah, damn, I wish we could store more than one. Be cool to like build another base, right? I'd build the other one like here. Right next door. Like I'd build it here. Right over there. And then move all the hardware into that base and then store the frame. Store this frame. Just because I love it. And then yeah, build the next one. Took you 2 weeks just to farm 20 large boxes of plastinium ingot. 2 weeks just to farm 20 large boxes? Holy shit. Oh, do you realize that they're medium storage? Check. I was literally looking at this just before the stream started. This is a medium storage container. So the large one is still coming. That's the one that you can pick up with the carrier. Right? They lost you. Yeah, no. They used to be like, you know, it was like this was the medium one. This was the large one. Because you literally started with, yeah, small. Then you had the chest. Then the medium, then the large. Now, this is storage, that's medium. And the large one is still coming. And then, yeah, that's the one that's you can move with the carrier. Right? So, like, does it says large? That's large. Yeah. But how big is that thing gonna be? I mean, if we're going up by orders of magnitude like that volume, right? So how much volume was this? 1750, and this is 3500. So what, did we go to 7,000? That's just doubling this. Yeah. So it'd be 2 of these. Hopefully they make it bigger, bro. Hopefully it's like 4 of these. And it's like, yeah, like literally it's 4, but it's a cube. Wouldn't that make sense? Hold on. Right, so you could literally, you would be 4 of these. Can you stack these? But you can if you use a half wall or a wall, right? But it would be literally like one of them would just be 4 of these. They're like one big ass cube. Yeah, that'd be sick. How old are those shipping containers? So maybe that. Ah, yeah, shipping container. There we go. But if it is a shipping container, then yeah, that's going to be bigger than this. It's going to be like... Hold on. Can I... Shipping container would be what? Maybe 3 long, 2 wide? Right? Maybe more? No, it can't be more. Remember the carrier's got to pick it up. So like this maybe? Thanks. I mean, it could be a little bit longer. Hold on, let me look at it from this side. That's pretty big. Right? Unless it's this. No. Can't be. This is tiny. I mean, it's bigger than your standard. Well, it's longer. It's not taller. We will have to see. And again, are they going to just double up the amount of volume, or is it going to be like? Oh, it's going to be a lot bigger. Be careful, I don't delete the other one. $7,000 volume would be, yeah, that'd be kind of rad. But a nice 10K would be better. You know, nice 10,000 storage. Yeah. Limit is 107 boxes. You want to expand more to get, but if you have access to more room, it'll be on Dune forever. Yeah, that's pretty much. Pretty much. I still can't get over how many boxes you had. How many do you have? 20 large boxes of plastinium. Dude. That's nuts. I've got like a whole... How much did I have? Like 700? I need up my game, man. Now the space is nearly done, eh? Look at that. The other thing I needed to do is I needed to do an Erythrite run. Should we do a quick, Should I take the buggy? Or the buggy will be such a long trek, though. Let me take a Thopter. Go to that secret cave. I still haven't done that. I'd actually like to do that. Go to that cave. Get some Erythrite. And then I'll just pack it on the Thopter storage. Why not? Do I have an extra storage? Don't. I think it's literally just on this one. Didn't I make another one? Hold on. Wait. But yeah, it's just this space is large, bro. Hold on. Wait, the one storage by the door has got all my vehicle stuff in. Can we just check if there's another storage unit in there? No. Ah. Thruster Mark IV. There's another thruster there. Which I should probably just delete. Okay. 4 large spice. You need 6, then you're off Dune for a while. 4 large containers full of what? Of spice melange? Filled with spice melange. Or spice sand. No, you're talking about melange. Holy shit. You want 10 large containers filled with spice melange. Scout. Where's scout storage? That's thruster. Can I not make any more storage? What do I need? Aluminium. Ah. You never want to farm again when chapter 3 comes. Dude. I mean, there'll be a new resource though, won't there? And also when we move up to the caps, well, there's going to be something new to farm. I don't think I think they're going to do resource. There'll be another resource that'll introduce. Surely. Wait a minute, what was I doing? Aluminium. I built aluminium though. Built. Or refined. Hang on. Fuck, I ran past it. But yeah, the practicality of this base is, yeah, you know, we'll see. But I'll never go to the DD anymore. Okay, fair enough. So you want to get out of there before they switch it, and then that's it. Done. I think what they'll do is if they're going to make the DD a fully PvP zone, then they'll... And like the idea will be that the T6 stuff is purely for PvP, right? I think the one issue was is like you can't lock the best building stuff. Right, the large spice refinery or even the T6 miner, you know what I mean, the cutting laser, you can't then put that behind like, oh, that's only PvP only, because then you're locking you're kind of, yeah, that doesn't really work. But if it's a scenario where you can get all the stuff to make it, in terms of like, you know, so you're not restricted, but if you want a PvP, the only way to do that is with, you know, high-end like armor and what have you. Then yeah, I think the issue comes into when you like the large spice refinery and the large ore refinery or whatever. Like, you know, people are going to want that because it's an available piece in the game. It's like, well, you can only have that if you do PvP. It's like, well, that's not going to work. No, stop doing the control business. Thanks. No, it's not really going to work. Because you're going to have the PvE dudes will just be like, nah. They just won't engage. Ah. Unlocking a fair amount of stuff here, man. Yeah, they just won't engage. You know? What was it doing? Oh, yeah. How much is it? It's cheap, isn't it? Yeah, it's cheap. I need a storage. And I'm trying to remember if I had a sensor on it. I kind of want to max out this little thopter of mine. I don't think I did. I did not. I want that on there as well. Because why not? The thing is, like, yeah, like that striking that balance, Arc Raiders has done it. And it's amazing how they've done it. Just by making the the AI such a threat that it's just, yeah, you know, better to collaborate and take down the AI together, like, you know, the other random players. Look, there's still the murderers running around. But yeah, you'd have to do, you know, if you wanted a collaboration sort of thing, you'd have to do it the same way. You'd have to do it where the AI in the deep desert is like severe, you know, like absolutely lethal. So then everybody's going to kind of like come together and try and take them on. But yeah, it only works for some people, you know. Some people, no matter what, will not engage in PvP. They're just not interested. Where is... yeah, there we go. What? Whoops. I already made it? I don't remember how doing that. Ooh, well. That's kind of hilarious. Let me go check the, you know what? I think the top one, say the top one, Mark IV. I think the Mark IV doesn't have it. Let me just check. It does. It's pretty wrecked though. Okay, then we've got the thruster Mark IV, and we've got, yeah, which is fine. I should actually store that there, but right now I'm not going to worry about it. Why don't I just drop this here for now? That needs to be trashed. I'm not going to do that now. I want to go to that, the erythrite crystal. That secret cave. Still haven't checked that out. I'll check that out now. Ooh, dude, this monster definitely helped my my hangover. Oh. I could easily have another one of those. Alright, so where are we going? Hang on. Wait. There. And I brought the storage with me, right? I did. Fill up a thopter of erythrite, which is good. It'll be a lot. Erythrite crystal goes a long way. This is going to take a little longer because I'm going to be doing it with the hand miner. This is the buggy. Crystal Cove. Okay, let me just quickly do this. Yeah. Okay, storage added. Are there dudes in this cave? There's a double level. Oh, there are.
Someone's here.
No, man, what are we doing? Oh, he's dead. Okay, that's it. Cool. No, there's a lot here. And then this is where we got to go through, right? I'm thinking. Might be a little bit of a faff running back and forward to the Thopter, though. Dude, this is in a shitty spot. My God. It's not giving me the prompt either for the ideal cut. Yeah. Okay, I'm just gonna have to just go straight at it. And now? Bugged. It's bugged. Stop it. But you can't scan it. Ah, there we go. Yeah, there we go. I don't want to fill up on stuff. Wasn't there a secret chest in this, though? Or unique, whatever it's called? Special? Oh, that's what I'm looking for. So much quicker when you have that. And full. Okay, so I just want to have a look. So this is the bottom level. Top level when we came in. Is there. I'll go up there after. And then Thopter is here. Okay, so it's not too bad. It's still a bit manual, obviously, because, you know, we're doing it by hand, but still. Driving the buggy all the way over here. Hey, bro. I want to do a quick little crystal run and check out this cave. I think it's if we're too close. Doesn't like it. Whinges a bit. Well, that one I'm supposed to move. Come on. Okay. It doesn't look like it, eh? Looks like the top is just this, got a couple of nodes. Guess I'm missing something. Let's have a look-see. Yeah. So where I was looking was the right spot. I could have sworn there was this, like a unique chest in here with uniques. Good grief. Why is this taking so long? Normally it gives us like a, if we can't get to, thank you. Damn it. I'm full. Shit. Did I bring anything with me that I didn't necessarily need to bring? And I could put this back on there. Not really. Okay. I could leave the thrusters back on there. Back on the Thopter. But carrying those with me. No. Love it. Oh, actually, I need that. What are we doing? So, I'm going to store this as well. Store the fuel. It doesn't give us an enormous amount of space, but, you know, a little bit is fine. This and this. We're running out of item slots, though. Hey, Ron. No, not yet. So, the tool has been moved. I think the next update... I don't think they're delaying the update. I think they're bringing the update out. We were going over patch notes at the start. I think they're going to bring out the update. They're just going to keep the base tool, right? The transfer tool. Reconstruction tool. I think they're saving that for the update after, which is going to be in December sometime. But I will absolutely be trying it once they do. Oh, there is another... Here it is. Yeah, I'll absolutely be trying it. And a part of me is thinking that it might be time to retire the... Maybe. Retire the Cyberpunk apartment block. There is another building that from Cyberpunk that I can build, though. But yeah, it may be time for that. We'll see. We'll see. Still got some time though. Go. But yeah, what I'll do is the second I know, then depending on when we start, because I think I'm going to do Dune again on Tuesday and do another DD run, just a simple setup in row A. I need to just get a bit more mats. And I think the update, I'll check when the update's going to be out, but I'm imagining it'll be early next week. If not, and it's late, like they want to do it on Thursday, then am I full? I'm full. Then, yeah, then I might swap that and Space Marine. Because update 11, I think, is coming at the end of November. So we're, you know, not far away. Yeah, let's get rid of that. Actually, no, those are light. Keep those on me. I'll keep these slots open for more Rithright. Getting close to the volume, though. And then... fine. Like I said before, so everything's delayed. Yeah. Look, I mean, if it's if it's so that the, the patch or the new content is absolutely polished, then I'm good for it. Yeah, I'm good with it. It's cool. I'd rather it come out and not cause, more trouble. Because sometimes, like, a patch will bring something new, and then, there's a whole stack of, like, shit that happens, opens up a can of worms, because it ends up messing with another system that's kind of already in place. And that just takes time and testing, So, yeah, I'm good with it. If it means it's super polished, cool. Is this another through path? Damn, John, you weren't kidding, bro. This cave is rad. What blood bag is that? Medium. Okay, no. Still have Fallout 76 or higher on your backlog? Need to go through Outer Worlds 2 first. Yeah, at the point where I can do the point of no return. Ooh. Okay. Damn. You smashed it. And you've enjoyed it, eh? Are you going to do a couple of, like, multiple runs? Yeah. Oh, dude, we're nearly full, bro. We're nearly full. So I'm going to fill this up and then fill up the backpack. So we've got, like, I don't know, maybe 1.5 runs left. Then we're out of here. Make some cobalt paste. I don't know if I'm going to need another... Oh, these dudes respawn. Shit. Oh. I might as well fill up the thingy here. I mean, might as well. We're here. Yeah, I'll do that one. That's fine. It's been okay. But yeah, you're going to do a few runs? Okay. You neutered your build to be neutral. Oh, shit. No evil. Okay. Okay, I got you. Are you going to do like, what's his name in Fallout? Or you do done with high luck? In Fallout 4. Go. See, they're trying to bury Expedition 3 from not winning Game of the Year. Really?
Sector weather alert. A large sandstorm is approaching.
I know Shroud was saying that it should be Arc Raiders, but I mean, it's Shroud. He's going to say that. Dumb and luck. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, it ends up being quite an OP build in Fallout. Infinite luck, man. Such a superpower. That's why Domino's so like strong. It was fun. Yeah. They listed 10 games with a cap of 1,000 players or less. What, just so the as entry? That's weird. A thousand players or less? I can turn off the shield, I don't need that running. What's the thinking behind that? No, surely not. Surely we'd be like, how many people are like, are they doing it on active players? Can't be. E33 ignoring by the game journalists and the Emmys is tragic. The Emmys? Are the Emmys not doing... Yeah, I mean, I'd take anything they say with a grain of salt. Hell are they doing talking about games? Oh, Grammys for music. Oh, okay. Wow, and they just ignored it completely. Bro. It's a bit strange. What was the reasoning? I don't know. I think the... Needs to say separated, man. I think all the movies and TV series awards, you know, they don't need to be... They don't need to be rating games. Those are not gamers. Is that going away? That's going away. Oh. I don't have my... I forgot. I don't have my damn booster on. Packed away. Shit. Now this is going to be a bit slow, but right. Get up to a good height. E33 was on top of the classic charts for like 3 weeks for music. Yeah, the music is so good. They put Star Wars Outlaws soundtrack over. Okay. Yeah. Well. Cool. Well, thank you for telling me that. You know? It's like the Oscars and all of that shit. I mean, it's just a... It's just one big circle jerk. Ridiculous, bro. You know, I think, like, yeah. It's all rigged, yeah. And again, you know... Yeah. Absolutely ignore that shit. Oh, no, I can't. There's no point. I'm full. Backpack's full, storage is full, everything's full. Yeah, I just ignore that shit. The award is absolutely meaningless from them. Doesn't make sense. Can I... Right. I'm gonna drop it... No, it's fine actually. Let's put it here. As long as it never gets to a point where, you know, remember the woke having to... Talking over the traditional IP to put in their social justice view, yeah. Fail miserably and piss off. Yeah, they do. Completely. Like, you know. If you look at the leaders of the voting bunch of blue-haired people. Yeah. Just to hate damn Corrins, yeah, dude. It's also why, like, you know, the awards, yeah. social justice shit. Again, it's one of those things where it's like, you know, the road to hell is laid with best intentions, right? Isn't that the paved? Road to hell is paved with the best intentions, yeah. You know, so like it may come from like a almost good place, but yeah, unfortunately it yeah. Well, it gets so heavily rejected that it does way more harm than good. Way more. And the other problem is the fucking false virtue shit. The virtue signaling stuff. Ugh. That shit, it's so gross. It's so gross. You can feel it, like it's just like, ugh. Disingenuous shit. Kel's still suit. Honestly, I think we've learned that schematic a few times, so I'm not going to learn it again. I'm going to store it rather. I got the Syndicate boots. Oh, I've got the Saturnine steel boots as well. Oosh. I want to start building that set out at some point. Mark 5. Another Scipios. Good shit there. They did too? Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, instead that this weird androgynous sort of... Bro. No one is interested in that shit. Nobody. Men or women. Not interested. I don't understand. Like, who is it for? You know? Again, it's virtue signaling shit. We need to make cobalt paste, no? Oh. Apparently I've got no power. So I can make... Don't I have a shitload of cobalt paste? Oh no, I don't. I've been burning through it, right? Yeah. 445 is not a lot. I need 2 more filters though. And I can absolutely stack the wind traps. Yeah, what's she called? There's a video by the background NPC. He nails it. Absolutely nails it. Yeah, have a look. When you get a chance, the videos are really good. High quality. And she absolutely, like, you know, absolutely hits it. In the first 60 minutes of the game, they try to get you to be more than just the commander, the male member. Oh, bro, yeah. Forced, bro. Forced shit. Okay, so for this, we need fuel cells, silicon blocks, spice residue, and water. Psh, bro, that's it. Okay, so I can make industrial grade lubricant for days. And that's all we need to power the what's his name? Not the Omnis, just the regular directs. But I need to do a fuel cell run. Okay. How much power does this thing require? Is it also 350? Yeah. All base is powered down. I don't think I'm going to be able to disable... I think we still got corpses in these guys. Oh, no, we don't. How long have we been jamming? Bro, that went quickly, didn't it? Huh. Alright. Yeah, I mean, we're nearly at max. Max capacity. Nice. Okay. Power back the shields at least. Stock up the morgue. So I did a quick run at the start. But yeah. We filled up the water. Oh, dude, that's awesome. It's actually a good time to throw in the filters. Now that I've filled it up with corpses, then just, you know, stock the wind traps, and they'll just keep it topped off. 754. Hold on, where am I outputting to? I'm outputting to circuit 3. Check here quickly. This is circuit 3, eh? Yeah, that's circuit 3. Got loads of space too. Okay, so let's just do this. Got loads of flour sand as well, but I'm not going to worry about that now. 754. Bang. Cool. Okay, so I need to quickly just build 2 filters, then I'm going to top up the wind traps. Because if I'm that close to... I mean, obviously we've used a bit now, making the cobalt paste. Yeah, no, not that much. What I could do to be super smart about it... Oh, I've already built them. Okay. How much space do I have? I literally want to throw two filters in each wind trap. I suppose I could just store one in there, but... And then, yeah, maybe what we do is we've disabled the one advanced death still. Okay, I'll do another corpse run. It's fine. Because I'm thinking I'll fill up the 2, because that's 90 liters, right? So then at least I've got... I'll have a full 500. And then the wind traps will be full. Can I just place... Yeah. And then... Here we go. No. Just one. No. Thanks. Okay. Oh, that's maxed. Well, gonna max out our water. Perfect. And then we'll just go grab... I just need 2. Because the advanced will do 45 liters each. I'll actually just take the trade wheel. Trade wheel is going to be the quickest. I'll get 4 though. I mean, we're there. Might as well. Whoa. Bro, this thing is a menace inside. There we go. Oh, there's 2 dudes up there. I'll get 4 if there's... Whoa. Okay. I'll get 4 if there's some dudes fighting. Then water's topped off. And then I need to do... trying to think about power. How am I going to do it where if I get rid of like one whole row, and again, this is the thinking of like if I remove the cyberpunk apartment block, then the two sort of levels you see in the building where, oh, it's such a cool looking building though. But the two levels where you see the kind of like the cutouts, that's literally just a floor for generators. So technically I'd be removing those.
Shields up. Found them. Where's my backup?
That was weird. But in terms of power, yeah, bro, it's a lot. Right, because the turbines will do 2,800. And currently we're at 3,600. Or 3,200. I think we're at 3,200 with all the Jennies. Oh, there was just two here. Fine. All I need for now. In fact, what I will do go. Thanks. Get back on there. All right. But yeah, I'm just thinking like, you know, it's been super fun having this base, but I think it's probably time for another one. And there again, the next building is a, you know, it is a cyberpunk building as well. That was weird. He always tries to get out the left-hand side, so it kind of bombs out when you do it that way. There we go. And then, yeah, I need to do it this way. Turn this one off. Was a corpse. Should do it the other way around. But yeah, that's the thing, like I'm, you know, I want to make sure that I don't have to do this anymore. Turn off stuff, turn on stuff. Yeah. I mean, it's not the end of the world, but like, you know. You can't do it from a central point. You can refuel stuff from the east. Okay, so that's 90 liters coming in. This will take it up to max. Where are we at? Yeah. And then the wind traps will keep it topped off. Perfect. Because they'll literally stop because they don't shoot through filters anymore. So it kind of makes sense once your water's up. Yeah. Leave the wind traps, keeping it absolutely maxed. So the next thing will be, do I want to pack away? I mean, maybe I probably should do it. I should probably pack away the base, see how it works, and then, yeah, make the new base, and then transfer stuff. The only thing will be is if I make the new base, it's not going to be small. I mean, it's not a small base. You know? Obviously, this isn't the size of the apartment block in Cyberpunk. Fuck, because it would be massive. And also, I don't know if it would... Yeah, I don't even think we could recreate it with all the stalking units. I don't think so. Because you'd need to... It would need to be like... I don't know. In terms of volume, maybe 4 of these? Like 4 of what I've built? Massive. Massive, massive. You know? So this is like a mini version of it. But yeah, the next building will be, it's also going to be pretty damn big. But it won't be as tall as this. So getting around it will be pretty, yeah, be pretty easy. We're still going to need, to be fair, we're still going to need, like, yeah, a fair amount of height inside because of the large spice refinery. That thing is tall, man. It's 5 floors, 5 levels. No, it's on this level. Put that down there. Dink. So it has to have this sort of height. At least one of the floors, right? Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's it for now. Because the next thing I need to do is a DD build. And I need to get more plastone so we can actually build the large spice refiner. Don't have enough mats to do it now. And there's no point in trying to build anything in the DD since it's all being wiped tomorrow. And yeah, farming wise, we don't really need to do anything. I mean, I could do another riffrath farm, but I'd rather not. And again, driving the buggy into the rift, yeah, it's not great, you know. Just trying to think of anything else that we need to do. No, that's pretty much it. Oh, hold on. Power. Okay, so are we going to then have enough in terms of materials, right? And I'm not too worried about the spice melange because all in all, we're sitting at like 800, 900, somewhere around there. And I'll do probably 2 or 3 spice runs. So we're gonna have enough. So I can pretty much build all the wind turbines I'd like. The thing is, what I'm trying to work out is, does it make sense to like, do I switch power generation of the whole base over to this as the standard? Because I need 3 resources for this. Right, 'cause in order to make the lubricant. Right, we need spice residue, we need fuel cells, and we need was it cobalt paste? What else did we need to make the lubricant? That's so far, bro. Can I not check it in the... Industrial grade lubricant. Does it give us a breakdown of the actual fuel source? It doesn't, does it? We can only check it at the... Bro. Look, the thing is, I mean, I built the other ones, right? Am I not high enough? I built the other ones and I've barely used them. You know what I mean? And if I run all of these, they generate 150. I've got 8 of them. But it's not enough to switch the whole base over to this. Not at all. Switching them over to the other ones, yeah. Yeah. I wonder if I should wait. Right, because I'm going to build this. I need to also make sure I have enough resources for that. Damn, it's 270 spice melange. Shit. So the idea is to run this, which is the spice Jenny, and use that when I want to refine spice. So, and you know what I mean? Because it's like, this only needs to run when I need to run certain things. And I won't be doing spice or refining mats all the time. So my thinking is to run this when I need to refine mats and refine spice sand. Right? So it's, yeah, it's only turned on when it needs to be on. And this can be wherever. You know, it can be right next to the spice generator, spice refiner. And instantly I've got 1,000 power. Bang. So I could run the rest of the base on 2800. And then when I need to run the refiners, I just turn this guy on. I think it's 350, 350, and then 500. If I want to run the spice refiner, the ore refiner, and the chemical refiner, right? Because the spice refiner is 500, and then either of those two are 350. So I could, but chances are I'll be running, you know, only 2 of the 3 at any given time. So I could easily just run spice or just you know what I mean, the chemical and the ore refiner. So I could just literally just turn on the Jenny when I need to run either of those, right? So then the rest of the base can run pretty much off. How much is a wind trap? 350, no? 135. Okay, so these are 135. The biggest the biggest thing is the death stills. And again, I don't want to be turning those on, because I could. I mean, to be fair, like I could do it the other way around, where I turn those on and run a specific, you know, just the Jenny when I want to do a corpse, right? Do a couple of corpses, because it only runs for an hour. Turn that off. Whereas the refiners, they run for longer. Like they run for quite a bit longer. You know, so I could turn on the Jenny, run all the corpses, go out, do stuff, come back, and then, you know, that's another way to do it. Okay, so let's do this. For now, I'm going to leave it. This kind of made sense, even though we use this, we barely use this. It made sense for this base setup. The new base setup is going to be different. So things are going to change. Oh, when am I going to build this base? Oh god, how many resources am I going to need? A lot. And what am I going to be building it out of? That's another question. I'll build it out of granite. And I'll probably build it right next door. Like here. Since nobody's staked a claim here, I'll build the next base right here. And then... I'm just going to be sensible in terms of taxes. So it'll be... Yeah, it'll be here. How much space am I going to need, though? A lot. This might not work. Oh, actually, hang on. It was a base there, right? There's no worm there. Should have taken my thought there, damn it. Hang on. We're gonna do a quick test. No. Why? Why do you do that? Again, like I do love this build, but it's completely ridiculous. It's just getting up and down, just from the outside of it, is just, you know, it's absurd. But yeah, here, this place doesn't attract a worm, right? Put on my damn shield. Just check. I think this whole place doesn't. That was unnecessary. Like, there's no worm sign at all in this little patch. Yeah. I'll do it here. There was a big Harko base that was here, I remember. Alright, so I'll do it here. Because I'm gonna need a lot of space. But this'll work. Right? Let's look at the... Yeah, we should be good. How far out can I go? Obviously, we need to be careful. There is quicksand here. Okay, we're good. We can go so far out. Ah, okay, yeah. Alright. There's a little corner over here. So this is pretty much it. Make sure to do a quick straight line test. Okay, so in line with this. In line with that. About here. Yeah. Okay, so we're gonna literally... Yeah, we'll have enough space. Awesome. So I'll build it here. What's the height? Build 800 meters plus? No taxes or storm. I'm just thinking like... Yeah, we'll have enough. Be alright. How many stalking units will we need? We're gonna need probably... Realistically, we'll... It depends if I can... Depends. But we'll probably need 3. We'll probably need 3. I think it'll be 3. I'm trying to remember. This was, yeah, it'll be 3. Right, because we have, that's the height. And how far are we in terms of height on this? About halfway. Yeah, about halfway. So we'll need, yeah. It's gonna be nuts. It'll be cool though. And yeah. It's gonna be interesting to see what it's gonna look like in terms of interior placement and see, the only other way to try and do it would be to try and build off here, off the existing one, but it's not gonna fly. Because worm sign literally starts, you know, on this side it's like, yeah. So that won't work. It won't work. We're gonna need it there. You saw someone did it, DD, where? They put wind traps behind painter shields. Oh, so yeah, there's no way that works. You can't, I mean, you can't even use like, the only way I've got it to run is if you build this, and even like you can't use, like I've been able to do it with the Harko stuff. I could probably do it with maybe. The problem that I ran into was the inside of the Dune Man set has a it's got like a bar that goes in the corner. So the problem is then you need double the height and then you kind of get screwed on it. But the only way that I've managed to protect the wind traps in the DD was doing it, which is the normal method. I mean, you know, it's doing it this way. This is the only way to do it. Why can I not replace it? It's weird. But yeah, this was the only way to do it, right? And then you just build 4 of these around it, and then you build you need a half wall, and if you want to keep it Atreides, or if you want, you can use the Harko pieces. To do it Harko only is tricky. You can do it though. Where is it? There. So you can do it, but it's tricky. You've got to. You need a certain amount of space. Why is it being annoying? But yeah, effectively with Harko, you've got to do it with pillars. So you do it with 4 pillars, and then you use 4-cornered roofs, and then you can do roofs, 4-cornered roof pieces. Then you can do it. You can't do it any other way, and you can't use one of these doors, right? So if you put a wide door here, garage door for buggy. Yeah, we do. We need one that's 4. Like, I say 4, but it's like a 2x2. Like this, and the door goes all the way to the floor. Would be ideal. Scout can fit through large Harko doors. Huh? The Scout? Yeah, so then you would do it this way. Bunk, bunk. I don't really need to do it here, but I mean, you know, because obviously the shield we don't lose the shield. But, to be fair, if I wanted to protect the wind traps, if I forget about refueling the base, this would also work. But yeah, this absolutely works. And you can see when you, yeah. Okay. So even if you move the wind trap out, right? Gotta be careful I don't. Let's just get rid of that. We should be able to put that here. Yep. Right, so if you go into the middle, you can see that we're sheltered. Right, but it's not water sealed. And then as you step out, you're unsheltered. Which is good, because you need this. You know, you need it to, yeah. If you put in a door, and even if you put the door open, it still doesn't work. I wish it did. Right, because effectively it's the same sort of vibe, but you can't, it doesn't give you the same, what's his name? It doesn't give you the same thing. So if you put the door in, then this becomes, you're sheltered right to the edge. And then if you have all four, you become water sealed, and then you can't. Which is what the pentashields do. So if you put pentashields around it, it does the same thing. It becomes water sealed. Which does not work. Could be why. Look, I mean, the idea is that, yeah, they want to keep adding and building, and they want to do it for a long time, man. Now the trick will be if I can place this without the camera being weird. Oh, come on, you bastard. Because I put the damn turbine here. Alright. Bye-bye. That should be a bit easier now. There we go. But yeah, that absolutely works. And then your wind trap, even if there's no shield, your wind trap's good. And it looks pretty cool too. But yeah, on the DD I run, this is exactly what I run. So I do, but I only run two. Who's painting? Two of those, and just on the one side of the base. Does the job, man. What's our water like now? Damn, we're probably going to overfill with the corpses. They're not finished yet. Okay, yeah, so then I'll leave the turbines. We'll do the turbines of the new base. No point in doing them now. Focus on the game, not micromanage everything the players do. It's because you're trying to balance PvE and PvP. It's a nightmare to balance that shit. And you know, you will always piss off someone. So they're trying to, they'll get it though. I'm sure they'll get it. It's probably going to be one of those where it's going to, you know, if the DD is PvP only, and maybe they leave row A, so then people at least can do the construction side, so they can get the mats, so at least build the latest stuff. Cool. Or there'll be a what's his name? There'll be like a PvE. Ooh. There'll be like a new space. You know, there'll be a new space, or let's say they'll do like a, I don't know, like a PvE late game place. Nothing to balance. PvE is already dead. Well, they want to bring it back, you know. So if they return the DD back to being PvP only, it will. You know, there'll be more people coming back for the. If it's returned back to what the initial idea was. A lot of the PvP dudes got annoyed because of how much PvE area there was in the DD. But yeah, the way to strike that balance then is to have like a PvE late game zone, right? So everybody goes through Hugger Basin, then you know to get up to like your T5, and then T6 will be split. I don't know. This is all speculation. I'm just guessing. But if they want to return the DD back to being a PvP zone, then I'm sure they'll do something for the PvE dudes. DD, no, well that's the thing. So I think the idea would be to do a late game PvE place, not the DD though. DD would just go back to being PvP. Again, striking that balance, man. Because even with Arc Raiders, the guys are like, no, just give us a PvE only zone. And I get it, but the balance, how they've managed to do it, is just make the AI fucking deadly. So Oaks are just like, well, you know, we can kill each other, sure, but we're probably going to get rinsed by the AI anyway. And for the guys who just want to do PvP, you know, if they just the deathmatch dudes, that's pretty much what happens with. That's pretty much what happens with groups, right? So all the dudes who go in squads, like trios or duos, it always ends up being like mainly deathmatch. Whereas solos is more, yeah, it's more players versus the AI than player versus player. But there's still a little bit of it. Could you do that in Dune? I don't know. Not in the. I don't know how you would do it in the DD. You know, so the testing stations. I mean, yeah, I don't know. Late game testing stations are already like tougher. But you'd have to make it. You'd have to have a loop that's so tough that everybody has to like collaborate and do it. Which is there's a little bit of that. There's already a little bit of that at the moment.
Sector weather alert. A large
The guys will go and do a testing station now. You know, do it like as a group. But yeah, the only way, bro. I don't know. I don't know how it would work in this. But I'm sure they'll work it out, dude. They want this to go on for a long time, and they want to keep adding content, and you know, so yeah. I'm sure they'll find a way. But I'm gonna call it here though for now. Done everything we needed to do. The update. I'm prepped for the update. I'll do a DD build on Tuesday. Got to do a DD run. And then, yeah, the reconstruction tool will be in December. And then we'll have to see what it's like. Pack it away. and then move it first. You know, maybe we pack away and then move, you know. All depends on how much time I have. Building a whole nother base is that's gonna take some time. And I've got to work out what the internal layout's gonna be and how it's gonna make sense. And yeah, it's gonna be quite a process. But it's gonna make more sense for late game in terms of like, I don't need to worry about having all the smaller units. I just need the large ones, right? So that's going to make more sense for that. I just need to work out how the hell I'm going to do it. Like, how am I going to lay everything out? I don't know. I have no idea. But it'll be a fun build, and and you'll see why it's still very much cyberpunk, and but it'll be more. There'll be less faff. You know what I mean? Because it's not going to be as tall. I'm not going to be running up and down stairs. There's still going to be some stairs, because I mean it's still, you know, it's not going to be a small base, but it's not going to be like this. This is a little nuts. Anyway, I'll be back tomorrow. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with Liza P. I still haven't gone over, like, yeah, I've hit an absolute wall on that. And unfortunately, it's New Game Plus. And New Game Plus is so punishing. It's so unbalanced. You know. Should I say unbalanced? No, fuck it. It feels super unbalanced. It's because, again, it's New Game Plus. So the things have been dialed up. And it's just like, God. Yeah. Anyway. I'll work it out. If not, I'll just jump into Arc Raiders. And then maybe we do Arc tomorrow. Yeah, maybe we do Arc tomorrow. Dune on Tuesday, God of War Wednesday. Because it's Ragnarok on Wednesday. It's gonna be a big one. Yeah, let's do that. Let's do that. I'll do Arc tomorrow. I'll see you guys. Yeah, I'll see you for Arc tomorrow. And enjoy the rest of your Sunday. Bye.